Hello everyone, this is the Army of Otters, and today we're going to be looking at some of the leaked photos for Fallout Season 2. So if you don't want to see spoilers or you're not interested in the leaked content and you want to be surprised, then this is your warning, turn off of this video now. For those of you that are still here, I imagine you're just as curious as I am. So let's jump into some of these photos. So first thing I have to say is these photos actually look very promising, at least for their attention to detail of Fallout New Vegas. So this first photo is just a back shot of the New Vegas entrance. We have another photo that is very similar, and we can see some green screens in the back. Then we have a much better shot from the front with the Welcome to the Strip and Lucky 38 sign. Then a shot from further away, which looks really promising because we can see the signs lit up, and even the Vault 21 sign in the far back. And then really exciting, we got some shots at nighttime. So here we can see the entrance, and there's a lot of lights behind the entrance. We got a shot further away. Now the strip sign is dark, but the Lucky 38, what I believe is Gomorrah, is very lit up. We have another sign, and again, it's all lit up in the back. So I think this is pretty awesome. I think it's some good news that maybe New Vegas is not completely destroyed, and then we'll get to see some of the activity within the strip. I think that's pretty exciting. Now, of course, in the TV show, they might kind of change the design of some of the buildings for better or for worse, and it does appear that's what they've done with Gomorrah. This building here, I do believe, is Gomorrah. The reason is it kind of looks like Caesar's Palace in real life, especially with that emblem above the entrance, and it looks like there's flames on the side of it. Also, the in-game Gomorrah kind of has those similar arches to the building that they've constructed, and the color scheme is also similar. Now, obviously, I don't know what you think of the Gomorrah's, entrance, but I always did think it was a bit much, so perhaps the change is for the better. But I do think this is definitely Gomorrah just because the color scheme is very similar. However, I did want to note is you cannot see the Gomorrah sign like you can in the game right next to the entrance, but it's definitely not tops because we have pictures of the tops. And here we can see one of the photos from quite far away with what appears to be maybe the entrance to the Tops Casino. And we have another very similar picture here. Again, just kind of the roof. Now, it is important to note that in-game, the Tops actually has a really large tower sticking out of it. However, I think they might just do a lot of it in post as far as the tower because that part's really not so important. But, I'm sure it'll look more like it will in the actual show. And perhaps that's what they'll do with Gomorrah too, I don't know. And then we have an absolutely beautiful picture of the top sign, all lit up in its glory, surrounded by some palm trees. I thought this was a really beautiful shot, and it's good to see the strip all lit up at night. And it's also worth mentioning, we got some pretty cool pictures of what appears to be the windows, or maybe doors, of the tops. As you can see here, which was posted on Reddit by JustBottleDiggin. We have some pretty cool graphics on what appears to be windows or maybe doors for the tops. I have to say they really got that aesthetic down, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we have a few shots of the Lucky 38. Of course, we can see the sign, the very famous Lucky 38 sign. And then we do have one picture of at least the base of the Lucky 38, as you can see here. But perhaps they're going to do a lot of the design in post using CGI and green screen. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we do see the Vault 21 sign in the background of some of the pictures. Now, of course, Vault 21 is underground, so there's really nothing to see above besides the sign, but it's clearly there, they clearly built it. Of course, it's hard to say if it'll have any role in the actual game. Of course, in the game, House filled up most of the vault with cement, making it inaccessible, and what remains is just a casino and a hotel. So, who knows, but it is definitely there, so pretty cool. Now, something that we did get some pictures of, and something that I was very surprised to see, is Angelo's workshop. Now, in the TV show, it will look very different. It's going to look just more like a commercial building, but we can clearly see they have constructed Angelo's neon, or Angelo's workshop. Pretty cool. They have custom neon, fair prices, a lot of cool things on the board. So that's really exciting. Of course, Angelo is responsible for most of the new neon signs within New Vegas. Now, of course, there's still a lot of things we don't see. For example, there is no sign of the NCR embassy. Of course, in the Fallout TV show, the NCR is in quite a sorry state. While not completely destroyed, they are a shell of their former selves. Now, of course, they could be added to New Vegas, perhaps in post-production, but we haven't seen any flags of the NCR Embassy, which in-game is literally just right across the street from Vault 21 and Angelo's workshop. And we also don't see the Ultralux, but in-game, the Ultralux is huge, and it might just be added later in post-production. If you look at the set, there are tons of green screens on these tractors and trucks, which is pretty cool. It gives us kind of an insight in how the hell they make this series, and so far it looks incredible. So hopefully they keep up the good work, and I'm excited to see what the final product looks like. Also worth mentioning, there are pictures of Rita's Cafe and some of these classic Fallout-style RVs, but of course we don't really know where that is. Maybe Freeside, maybe the RVs are from Searchlight, who knows? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. What do you guys think of these pictures? Do you have any opinions? Does it change your perspective? Do you have hope? Do you think it's a bad sign for Fallout Season 2? What will they do with New Vegas? Well, it remains to be seen. Now, I did use a lot of these pictures from JustBottleDiggin, so I will link his Reddit account in the description below. There's a lot of pictures going on. This set is in a very public area. Of course, they have fences and stuff to try and stop people from seeing in, but that can be difficult to do. Alright guys, thank you so much, and as always, until next time.